Hello, my air signs. Welcome back to Dee's Divination. I apologize for not uploading last week. I was having some technical difficulties with my audio here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the messages for the week of June 16th through June 22nd. Let's see what goes on here for my air signs. Hope you guys are having a good week. Off the start to your good week. We're going to see what my air signs need to know, you know? All right. All right, air signs, let's check it out. King of Cups, okay, something about emotions, maybe something about you're holding on to something, maybe you're not feeling something, or maybe you just feel really content with something. You feel maybe really fulfilled. Five of Cups, okay, this could be a sense of loss of something, a sense of moving away from something, a sense of having your glasses full. Okay, so I see here with the King of Cups, this is you possibly owning the cup that you're given, owning the cup that you have right now. Five of Cups is, you know what, through everything else, regardless of whatever cups are fallen, emotionally or opportunity wise, anything that maybe you're possibly grieving or you feel, you know, kind of sad or down about, you understand that these two cups that are still full are the one that you're holding on to as the King of Cups. So you're really taking ownership of your own happiness right now, really taking ownership of your own emotions, really. Six of Wands, I can see you here. Once you acknowledge that, you're in a spot of pride. With the Six of Wands, this is you feeling very prideful. This is you kind of on your victory lap. You might have people here supporting you. And I think that's a really beautiful thing. Justice, okay, so there might be a Libra involved in your situation. But when the Justice card shows up, it can also be about equality. So maybe with whatever's going on, it's you're trying to give back to yourself. You're trying to have your own cup for yourself. You're trying to treat yourself fairly, treat yourself accordingly, and understand that, you know, you deserve whatever's happening. Karma's playing out with the Justice card. Karma comes to collect. Over here, though, with the Six of Wands, you're moving into the Nine of Pentacles energy. So this is your own garden, your own comfort zone. So this is you acknowledging the fact that, you know what, as far as justice is concerned, equality and kind of, you know, karma, things being played out evenly, you know, I might have had to give up a few things, a few cups along the way. But you understand that now you have your cup because you're the King of Cup and all you're concerned about is your fulfillment, your happiness. You understand that by you prioritizing your own fulfillment, your own happiness, your own emotional needs. Right now you're being set on a path of pride, set on a path of feeling really good for yourself, and you're being set on a path of you being comfortable in this next phase of your life. You having anything you wanted with the Nine of Pentacles. This is your comfort zone. This is something that you built for yourself. This is your own garden, per se. This is all you right here. And this is about you being in a spot where you can be comfortable again. The Sun, okay, Sun at the center of your reading. I love this. The Sun is the most positive card in the deck. This is like the ultimate yes card. So whatever's going on for you, air signs, the answer is yes. And I like that. I like that a lot. The World, okay, so this is the last card in the tarot deck in the major arcana. So when this card shows up, it's a cycle is being completed. So maybe this is about you letting some things go, letting some cups go, but holding on to the dream that you really wanted, holding on to your ambition, holding on to something that you really, really wanted, something you're manifesting, a dream, something that like you've been craving. You've been craving this for yourself. With the World here, this is you being able to be complete again. This is you being able to be whole again, be self-sufficient, be there for yourself. This is cycle completion and like you're coming back to yourself to be whole again. Three of Pentacles, okay. For some of you, it could be work in the sense of you might having to be collaborating with people. You might have a few other people here that are kind of helping you out through the situation, kind of maybe showing up in a way of collaborating, support system. You might have like a couple friends, a couple colleagues, mentors, people here kind of helping you through this, or people that you can maybe rely upon. But the Three of Pentacles, I can see this as you maybe teaming up with people. Seven of Cups. Okay, I like this. This is after you. This is you. Okay, the World card. You being complete, you being self-sufficient, and you feeling whole again. You have so many options on the table here. Seven of Cups. Instead of dwelling on the 3 cups that fell over and holding on to 1 cup for yourself, by you holding on to that 1 cup and holding on to that dream, holding on to that ambition, now you're in a spot of you have so many pathways you can choose from. You have 7 of Cups. This is all these different options, all these different roads that are opening for you, different chapters, different opportunities, different connections. If this is you kind of being in a spot of you being able to have more interactions with people, have more people in your network, have more people showing up for you. I see from here, you're in a good spot where the world is your oyster. And I can see you being in a spot where now you're like, okay, I have what I wanted, or I'm getting there. I'm almost there. Okay, now what? What's my next step? What's my next step? What's my next part of this chapter? I just want to go for it. 5 of Swords. Okay, this could be about you feeling victorious about something. There might be people that you're cutting off, involving the 3 of Pentacles. You might be walking away from 2 people. And I only say that specifically because in the 3 of Pentacles, it's about 3 people, assuming you're one of them, right? Presumably. 5 of Swords is about you possibly walking away from 2 people. And the 2 people here could be the 2 cups that are still standing on the 5 of Cups all the way in the beginning. So there might have been people maybe kind of helping you through this, but now you're in a point of you don't need to rely on other people so much because you can rely on yourself. You can be self-sufficient. That's not to say it's like a bad thing of you having conflict with people. It's more of you understanding that, people come into your life, reason, season, lifetime. And, maybe the reason was for them to come help you kind of navigate through this. And that's going to be clarified right here with the Tower card. So maybe there's some Tower moments happening with certain relationship dynamics that you're going through. Maybe you are kind of being put in a spot or in a position where there's connections that you have that maybe no longer suit you. And that's not inherently a negative thing. It's possible that people along the way that are helping you, and you're very grateful for them, but now it's more of, okay, well, you did what you came here to do. You did what you had to do. You're helping me out, and that's it, and I feel pretty good about it. All right. So now, that being said, I have a second deck, and I'm gonna start clarifying because this deck that I'm using is a little bit larger, so it's not the best for clarifying. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and clarify. I want to clarify that 5 of Cups. So why is that 5 of Cups here for my air signs? Thank you. Because the Moon. Okay, so this is stuff that's been going on subconsciously. This is something that maybe you have been, I don't want to say subconsciously, but I guess subconsciously is the correct word. You've been questioning something below the surface level that maybe you're not letting people in. Maybe there's stuff that's been flying under the radar that only you know about. So the Moon sometimes shows up when there's like an illusion being cast on our own mentality. Maybe there's some hidden truths, hidden details that we're not paying attention to. So the fact that the King of Cups shows up next to the 5 of Cups, I can see that maybe the Moon card clarifying this 5 of Cups is you subconsciously feeling like the cup that you're holding on to, this dream you're holding on to, subconsciously, you're worried that it might not be for you. But what I'm telling you and what I'm seeing here is, I think it's positive and it is for you. So stop getting in your own head about it and just let it flow, and don't, be your own worst enemy in this situation. I'm also going to go ahead and clarify. I'm going to clarify that I'm going to clarify the Five of Swords first, and then I would like to clarify maybe the Tower or the Three of Pentacles. But for sure, I'm going to clarify. So why is the Five of Swords here for my air signs? Five of Swords. Okay. Eight of Wands. Okay, so you could be traveling. You could be getting distant from people. There could be some people that have been here, and now with the Eight of Wands here, this is about distance. This is about detaching. Maybe there's people that you feel either you're growing distant from certain people, or they're growing distant from you. Maybe you don't feel like that's your group per se. Maybe you don't feel like maybe it's like you don't feel like the relationship is even. And I'm going to say that because I'm alluding to the Justice card. So maybe subconsciously, the people that have been in your life up to this point or in this situation that maybe have been there for you, helping you out through this, whoever, whatever, role they play in your life in this situation, you might be thinking about the even give and take, the give and take of relationship dynamics. But right now, I can see that you're working through you kind of trying to worry about yourself and be complete with yourself. That way you don't have to rely on people so much. I'm going to go into why is the Tower card here for my air signs? Tower card. Why is the Tower card here? Thank you. Five of Swords reverse. Okay. One, that's really funny because the Five of Swords showed up in your read right here. And now clarifying the Tower card is the Five of Swords reverse. So maybe this is you avoiding conflict. So the Five of Swords sometimes shows up when there's conflict. Sometimes it shows up when, there's obviously with conflict, there could be arguments. It could be a sense of defeat, a sense of victory for depending on what sort of dynamic is at play here. But I don't think this is inherently negative in the scope of explosiveness, in the scope of argument, in the scope of tension. It might just be you're outgrowing people. It might just be you don't feel, like this vibe is for you anymore, and that's okay. And that's the Tower moment here, is kind of washing and sort of cleansing these dynamics or these connections that you have that no longer are going to suit you, for you becoming the world and you kind of figuring out your own paths of trying to navigate these things for you that you're kind of progressing through right now. Yeah, so all things considered, I think your read this week, air signs, is mostly having to do with you following through on something that you've been wanting to do or have been starting, and it's kind of you following through on it, kind of doing it, for yourself. Or you feel maybe you've been in a funk and now you're kind of coming back to yourself and feeling okay with everything. But that being said, there might be some dynamics at play in terms of relational dynamics that maybe aren't going to survive per se, or they could just be different. I'm not saying it's not going to be you like completely like throwing in the towel on some people, but it's possible that your perspectives of certain dynamics are going to change, and that's okay. All right, let's pull an affirmation card. So air signs, affirmation card for my air signs this week. All right. Solid. Cool, you got 3. So let's get into it. Impermanence. Life is always changing and I drift easily through those changes, good and bad. As I drift through hard times, I can take comfort in knowing that I will leave them behind. As I drift away from good times, I can take comfort in knowing that more will come my way. Impermanence is an equal opportunity non-entity. Manifestation. If you could have anything you wanted, what would it be? Get specific and get greedy. You are holding a magic wand and you can conjure up anything. Could it be that when you declare your wishes out loud, you're actually casting a spell for your dreams to come true? Or is it just that, in a very practical sense, the more people you speak with about your desires, the more folks there are who knows what you want and might have the means to help you make that happen? Either way, stop waiting and start manifesting. But don't use that word if you don't want to. Self-love. I openly embrace a feeling of self-love, the PG kind. I love myself because I understand myself. I love myself as the most committed partner I will ever have. I show myself love any way that I can, and when I screw up, I remember to be sweet and gentle with myself. If not, I'm going to make myself sleep on the couch. You got that, self? All right, air signs. Those are your messages for this week, okay? Take care.